Hey, also in this video, we're taking a look at the Meebook M6 e-reader. This is from the same company that did the P78 Pro that we looked at last year, and this is another winner. So the P78 Pro is still something that I use on an almost daily basis, and this one takes a lot of those same features, the reason why I love that thing. So looking at the M6 here, very nice small form factor. Definitely could easily slip into any sort of bag that you're carrying with you. Almost pocket size, like if you have cargo shorts or something like that. You can kind of see here, just kind of get an idea, kind of the size that we're dealing with here. I think it's a perfect size for kind of a casual e-reader, very travel friendly. So taking a look, they sent it over with this sleep wake case that they have. I think that's a really cool feature to have, that it automatically wakes up the device, and then it's just kind of a nice look too. So looking inside at the e-reader, again, a lot of the same stuff that I really liked about the P78 Pro. What this e-reader does is it takes like the best parts of like a budget Android tablet and combines them with the e-ink e-reader display. And what I mean by that is the biggest thing is it has access to the Google Play Store. Now, why does that matter for an e-reader? If you get one from one of those other brands that you can probably think of, the big problem is then you're locked into their storefront to buy ebooks. And I've got accounts with, those different brands, and I've got books from different ones that I've bought over the years, but if I get one of their e-readers, now I can't install the books that I bought from there on that e-reader, right? So this solves that issue with access to the Google Play Store. So you can put all of your favorite e-reader apps on one device and access all your books. And I think that by itself puts out all of those other ones from consideration. Why would you buy one of those and lock yourself into one library where you can buy stuff from? Now the other thing is this one easily lets you sideload, either through a hard connection or even over Wi-Fi. So if you find like EPUB files or pretty much any ebook file format, this supports it. There's a ton of different ones, usually EPUB, but this supports basically any ebook that you find. If you find it online, you can transfer it over into this one and read it through the integrated library here on the home screen. So that by itself, I think makes this e-reader an absolute winner. There's other features on this one too, but again, that by itself, win, especially over the ones that you've heard of before. Other features that this one has, it's got Google Chrome, so you can go on the regular internet. The thing to keep in mind there is because it is an e-ink display and the internet isn't really formatted for that, some stuff can look a little bit goofy. So like if you go on like any news website, if there's like an ad that pops up or something, like it's gonna kind of freak out and the screen's not gonna really know how to handle it. But if you find like just text, like on your favorite news website or really whatever, it looks great. So what I like to use my other e-reader for, again, it's a Meebook, the P78 Pro. What I use that one for is like with my morning breakfast, I'll open up one of my favorite news websites or news apps, and I can just kind of read it, and it's almost like a newspaper, the way just e-ink displays look. So this one does have an HD screen, everything's really crispy, 300 ppi, so text looks sharp, everything looks great, it's not fuzzy or cheap or anything like that. Like the screen looks really good. And just some cool features. You can set it up to where on the sides here you can change the color temperature and brightness just with simple gestures. It does have regular gesture control for home, multitasking, and back, just like a lot of Android smartphones. Overall, the Meebook M6, if you're in the market for an e-reader and you've shied away from, again, those other ones, mostly for that reason, I think, and maybe that's just me. If I'm out of line, let me know down in the comments. But I've had e-readers before, and I hate that I'm locked into one bookstore to get stuff from. This one, thanks to the Google Play Store, you can put any e-reader app and have your whole library right here. And it does have Bluetooth, so if you want to listen to audiobooks through your favorite app, or if you find something you can sideload them, you can listen to them. There is no built-in speaker on here. I don't think you'd want to use that anyway, but you can use USB-C headphones or Bluetooth headphones or a speaker or whatever you want to do. That is good to go. So overall, the Meebook M6, if you're in the market for a compact, travel-friendly, again, and very nice to just kind of hold because it weighs almost nothing, and the size is very nice. I do like that it's got this bezel on the bottom here. I think that's really natural to hold while you're reading your book. The bezels on the side here, some people might say they're a little too thick. I think it's perfect because it's just the right size where you're not accidentally touching the screen and turning the page and stuff like that. So I think the bezel's actually perfect, and the size that it is, I think, serves a purpose. So I do like that. And then what I do like is that the processor seems to be perfectly adequate for an e-reader. Everything works quickly, it seems to run smoothly, has 3 gigs of RAM, which I think is more than sufficient for a product like this, and 32 gigs of onboard storage. That should be enough for most ebook libraries. Even then, you've got micro SD card support if you really need to load this thing up. And then battery life is rated around 60 hours as well. So on a full charge, that's easily like even a vacation. I mean, it depends how much of a reader you are. But overall, I can't find anything to complain about with the Meebook M6. So definitely check the link down in the description. What I want to know from you all is, what do you think are the most important features? What do you look for in an e-reader like this? Let us know down in the comments. If you have any other comments or questions, please leave them down below. I try to get to every single one. If you'd like to get in touch, all my social media links are down in the description as well. And last, before we go, if you enjoy straightforward, to-the-point content like this where we find great deals online from well-known and upcoming brands, make sure to leave the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Pretty easy and free ways to help support the channel. That's all I've got for you this time. I'm Zach, this is Slick Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video. This review was completed following several weeks for the product sample provided by the manufacturer. No compensation was provided, and the manufacturer was not allowed editorial input, copy approval, or an early preview. To see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel.